In an ideal home in the Swiss countryside of Geneva, Alphonse and Caroline had a son, called Victor Frankenstein. Victor lived along with his adopted sibling Elizabeth. Together with his best friend Henry, they gave Victor Frankenstein a great childhood. During his teenage years, Frankenstein became obsessed with the sciences, especially the writings of Cornelius April. He is first introduced to lightning when a storm almost destroys his home. Victor's fascination and awe with the sciences only grows stronger. At age 17, he leaves his family to pursue an education in Ingolstadt. He wants to learn the sciences, specifically human anatomy. Before his departure, his mother catches scarlet fever and she passes away. Her last dying wish is for Victor and Elizabeth to be betrothed. Nevertheless, Victor leaves to go to the university. Although he is deterred at first, he believes he can pursue this. He believes it is his calling.
Inspired by the lectures of his professor and the knowledge he has gained so far, Dr. Frankenstein fervently throws himself into his work, and in the process alienates himself from society, neglects his friends and family, and scorns any human companionship to create what he envisioned to be the ultimate super race of animated humans. He works zealously on this project until finally, Dr. Frankenstein brings to life his ultimate creation, the accumulation of all of his desires. However, as he looks upon the new life form, he gasps and staggers back, utterly horrified. "It's hideous," he proclaims, and flees the room in dismayed disgust. Feeling ill from what he has created, Dr. Frankenstein retires to his old home in Geneva, but as events unfold, Victor learns that his brother has been murdered and his dear sister stands accused of the treacherous act. He hurries to the scene, his stomach turning with dread, and his suspicion is immediately confirmed when he spies the monster lurking in the forest near his brother's dead corpse. However, instead of immediately running to the town center and telling the truth, Victor, for fear of revealing his horrible work, instead lets his sister take the fall and hang from the gallows.
Victor spirals into a state of despair and depression because of 2 family deaths. He goes hiking in the woods, but his relief is temporary as he sees the monster barreling towards him. The monster takes him into a cave and begins to inform Victor of his exploits since his creation. It is surprising that a monster such as Victor described could be so articulate, so detailed and emotional in the summary of his short existence. Frankenstein's monster then implores Victor to create him a companion so he can be less lonely in his existence. Reassuring Frankenstein that he would leave the presence of humans, Victor puts off his marriage and goes to England to create the second monster. But before he has second thoughts, he wonders if the monster will even keep his promise. What if he doesn't keep his word? What if together they bring an unstoppable breed into the world? With these thoughts in his mind, Victor takes action and kills the female monster and discards her in the ocean.
Victor then writes a letter telling the monster that he refuses to create another like him. Enraged, the monster goes on a rampage and strangles Victor's best friend, instantly killing him. After convincing the police he is not responsible for the killings, Victor leaves for his imminent wedding. 2 days before the wedding, while taking a walk with his bride-to-be Elizabeth, he hears a piercing screech. And the monster attacks his wife, killing her.
Victor then realizes that the monster was not trying to kill him, but his loved ones. 2 days later, his father dies of grief. Victor finally breaks his silence and tries to inform others about his monster, but it is too late and no one believes him. He then devotes his entire life to tracking and killing the creature of his own design, but in a perpetual game of cat and mouse, the monster always eludes him.
Victor Frankenstein. Haunted by grief, loneliness, alienation, and the choices of his past, as well as fueled by the hatred for his own creation, who still remains out of reach, transforms into the demon he accuses his monster of being, and shortly falls ill and dies. The monster itself shows up and grieves for him. Regret and sadness pour from the monster as it weeps over its creator's lifeless corpse.